St. Thomas Indian Orthodox Church, Liverpool, an expedition of St. James and pedigree of British history. St. James Church in West Derby was an Anglican church under the Diocese of Liverpool. It has now been handed over to St. Thomas Indian Orthodox Church under the Diocese of UK, Europe and Africa. This church was designed by English Heritage as a Grade II listed building. This church has the luxury of having the historical landmark that is the Lusitania War Memorial, a unique wall-mounted memorial featuring an image of the Lusitania, torpedoed in 1915 with the loss of 1,200 lives. And also, we can experience the ambience of the traditional pipe organ in this church. The great tradition and heritage of St. Thomas Indian Orthodox Church, refreshing the antiquity of great British culture and sainthood of St. James, thereby keeping the sanctity of its inception in West Derby Village, Liverpool, which is one of the landmarks of Merseyside.
This is the building design documentation which shows the existing floor plan, roof plan, nave and exterior view of the church. And these are actual photographs from different views of the interior of the church, from the altar to the nave, transept, chapel, ceiling and the stained glass windows. Let's now talk about these features in detail. The altar, which is also known as the Holy of Holies, plays a central role in the celebration of the Eucharist, as it is where the bread and the wine for consecration are placed. The nave, as we can see from this floor plan, is the main body of the church, and this is where people stand during services. If we look at the aerial view of the building, we can see the layouts of the different zones that we just talked about. And then we have the hall that is used for cultural, recreational programs, sports activities, and which can also be used as a dining area. Now let's discuss what we have planned for the new altar design. You can see from the picture we have different options available. You can see how the floor is elevated by 2 steps, and there is a wooden partition placed near the arches, which are taken as partition for the altar table and the organ room. This partition behind the altar table will be closed, as it is designed to accommodate icons of Saint Mary and other saints. This is just showing the actual photographs of the interior of the altar, showing the partitions, which include the organs and the icons. In terms of icons, we would like to include pictures of St. Thomas, Mother Mary, St. George, St. James, Archangel Michael, and Archangel Gabriel. The new design includes the partition behind the altar table with these icons. And this is so it is nicely blended into the new wall with the pictorial art of the stained glass at the back of the altar. The idea behind this is that the arched, high ceiling of the altar with the panelled arches on either side will be made more beautiful by the graduated tones of the light shining through the windows, with the skylights reflecting the pattern of the tabernacle and Temple of Jerusalem. The chapel decor would include icons of the Paramilla Thirumeni and Saint Mary on both sides, or a stained glass wall opposite to the chapel entrance. The lighting would consist of Moroccan mosaic lights, or a smaller version of the classic chandelier. This is the view from the altar to the hall. And this is the view from the hall to the altar.
We name the area Peace Garden. It is a triangular memorial area of rose beds where ashes of the loved ones are scattered, and a rose is planted by the family in memory of their loved ones to respect the departed one. To preserve it, we shall have bamboo edging around the Peace Garden memorial. Parking will be available at both sides of the church, which can in total include 75 cars. The parking area will be installed in tarmac to ensure quality. We believe and hope that by combining the English heritage along with the traditions and values of the Mallingrove Church, this church will become an asset. We believe this will be a symbol of great British culture and history of St. Thomas Christians.